ways things are translated. So when you look here, there's a thing called a formal equivalence, right? And a formal equivalence and a functional equivalence, right? So that's the way they're translated. So you have things that are paraphrased.
Okay.
There's Bibles where it's not word for word.
Right.
MSG, certain versions, NIV, these are 4 for 4.
Right.
So these are not directly. This is what I think it's saying this. That's why I'm going to give you this version. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So the version 1 and version 2 is somebody else understanding the Bible and putting it in their version.
Depending on, let's say you might get NLT, ESV. There's there's the way that they translate it. You have words. You want to stick with Bibles that are word for word, like KJV, New King James, ESV, because the way they've been translated is that it's literally this is what it was saying, and we're giving you that. And when you see it's,
where'd you get that?
This is on Google. You can type in formal equivalence, for example. So when you go even in the New King James version, you will see that the words are italics, and that's where the translators have shown you what words they put to make the sense. In the King James, for example.
Right. So we can put it out.
So you can type in formal equivalence, right? Equivalence, right? You have formal equivalence. There we go. You've got formal equivalence and dynamic equivalence. Yeah, that one there.
This one here.
That's a good way to explain it. So the formal equivalence is translation. Broadly speaking, seeks to translate the text word for word.
Okay.
In comparison to the dynamic equivalence, right? Because even in certain languages, you got Hebrew is a concrete language.
Right.
Greek is an abstract language. Because in Greek, you can say many different things, many different times with certain words. With Hebrew, it literally means what it means.
Yeah.
Right? So dynamic equivalence, which is like English. English is an abstract language because it comes from Latin, which is from like the Romans, really.
Yeah.
Like Hebrew used to be right to left. Now we're going left to right. So you see how it just twist everything.
Right.
So dynamic equivalence. The counterpart to formal equivalence is dynamic equivalence or functional equivalence. Here, rather than seeking to translate as close to word for word as possible, dynamic equivalence attempts to translate 4 for 4.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So that's where you want to stick to the ones that are formal equivalent. Because how they've been translated is word for word.
Alright.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alright. So praise to them, what's that? These are the breakdowns of about the translation that we've had to come through, okay?